Hi, this is a quick demonstration on how to use Windows Picture Manager in order to resize and recompress your images for the web. There are other Windows tools on your machine, Windows Picture Gallery, but none of the other tools allow you to compress the image for web deployment. Okay, so let's take a look at this image right here called Anthony's. I'm going to right click on it and open with Windows Picture Manager. Now that the picture is open, we're going to go to the Edit Pictures tool. Now this is a floating toolbar and it's hard to say where it might be located on your computer, but find the floating Windows Edit toolbar and click on Edit Pictures and then click on Resize. And this is going to give you the basic information that you need to work with. The first thing you notice is that the original size of this image is 1920 pixels by 1200 pixels, and that is larger than most computer screens. Most web pages are approximately 800 pixels wide, so very rarely are you going to want an image larger than 500 to 600 pixels wide. So the first thing that you can do is to cut this image down by at least 70%. So let's do that. Let's take away 70% of the image, which will leave us only with 30%. And we're going to click OK. Now you see that the image is down to 576 by 360 pixels. That's still a very large image that would dominate a web page, and sometimes that's exactly what you want to make your page highly visual. But at least you see how you can cut it down even more. If you start dealing with predefined images, there you're going to get closer in the range. There's a web large and a web small that might be useful for you if you're wondering what range to be in. And as you can see, we're kind of in the range of between web large and web small. So let's bring it down to web small. That's 448. Okay, once you've gotten the image down to the approximate size that you're going to be using it in your web page, it's time to compress it. So let's go back up to Edit Pictures, and this time let's select Compress. And here are your options here. Don't compress documents, web pages, and emails. And what you want to do is to look at the original data size, bit size. And here you see it's 1.67 megabytes. That's a large picture. When we click on Documents, we get it down to about a third of that, 398 kilobytes, so much more than a third. And did you see any real change in the quality of the picture? Usually at these small sizes, you don't. Let's go down to web pages, and here we're down to 73 kilobytes with the same size. Email is going to change it to the email size, as you can see. And so you really don't want that unless you're looking for a thumbnail. Now, once you have it at the size and compression that you want to go over here to File and either export or save as. Export will give you a chance to give it another name. So we'll say Anthony's, and I'll say it is for the web now. And I'm going to go to the most common format, which is the JPEG, which is going to be read very easily by most browsers, and the most common image format on the web. So we'll click OK, and that's going to save it to my desktop, and we will pull it over here. And let's pull up these two images side by side and see if you can really see any difference in them. So here are the two pictures side by side. On the left is the one that has been optimized for the web and resized. It's difficult to tell unless you look really closely at certain parts the loss of a whole lot of detail. Okay, so I hope that helps you when it comes to compressing your images for the web. I will be looking at the proper compression of your images. I'll be timing how long it takes them to load, and I'll also be looking at what kilobytes they are. Notice I said kilobytes, not megabytes. You don't want megabyte images on your web page unless you've got a reason to. You're doing a portfolio or something of that nature. Okay, good luck.